welcome back to our Not So Human challenge. Ginevra has quite a lot to think about today because she thinks that she just maybe discovered a whole new species of aliens, so she's communicating with the scientist that she got in touch with recently. Wow, are you really going to be doing that to me for the intro? Thank you. Well, anyway, she was communicating with the scientist that she did just get in touch with, the one that she researched in the last episode, so she's trying to let them know about everything that she discovered and if they have similar discoveries or if this is something new. The scientist does seem quite intrigued because they never heard about any sort of aquatic aliens, so that's like a lot to talk about, and Ginevra is really curious, really happy, just fully upbeat about life after this discovery, so I feel like she would want to go back and probably investigate. It is early in the morning, the weather is actually nice. I think that she would kind of enjoy going to the beach. It's a nice excuse to actually go somewhere and have a nice time, and this time probably without Lilith, so she doesn't have any distractions. And speaking of Lilith, she is still sleeping in her little room. I don't know, if we go somewhere now, I don't think that anyone will be looking after her because it is the morning and we don't really have anyone around the house. All of the ghosts, well, besides these little guys, are not here, so I don't know. I don't think that Lilith is quite daycare material, so I do kind of have to figure out who's gonna be here with her. I mean, I guess that the only reasonable thing here will be to summon Bonehilda and hope that she's gonna be taking care of the child as well as the house. Oh, and while she's doing that, I do kind of need to show you she has a bit of a different hair because, I don't know, I figured she's a human now and her hair would probably start growing back because she was kind of, you know, paused in her way what she looked like as a human, but now her hair started growing back, so it got a little bit longer, and I think that it suits her quite nicely, and she's too busy to go and like get a haircut or whatever, so I feel like having her hair grow makes a bit of sense. And also, before she finishes this, I did change some of my audio settings, so let me know if they suck or something. Hopefully everything is okay, but I just want to tell you that something is a little different. But anyway, Bonehilda is here, so you just go and take care of the child, thank you. So we can actually go and travel back to Sulani, back to the beach where Ginevra discovered those weird, probably aliens, maybe mermaids, I guess we'll see. I guess that going back to the beach where she discovered them first would kind of make the most sense. Maybe she would run into someone, and if not, she can just kind of explore around and see what happens. She could at least do like a bit of exploring, maybe playing in this waterfall for a bit. I mean, it is a really huge change from her dark home in Forgotten Hollow, so this is really fun for her. I mean, I feel bad that Lilith isn't here to experience it with her mother, but to be fair, she was here last time, and now we are on a bit of a mission, although she is also trying to enjoy her time at the same time. I'm not really seeing anyone at this beach though, so I think that we don't really have any luck, because she did think that maybe coming here would be the best first step, but I don't really... Oh, I'm pretty sure that this is one of the potential aliens. No? Are you not going to be transforming? Really? Interesting. Are you trying to pretend that you're normal? Well, still, I'll have Ginevra go and swim up to her and try to start a conversation. And oh, everyone's here actually. Well, let's do introductions to everyone, and they're all in their human forms, and the girl that was human with them is also here, so that's interesting. Well, let's try to involve everyone in the conversation and see what's going to be happening with that. Are they going to be like convincing Ginevra that she didn't actually see anything because they're human now, so maybe she was just seeing things? So hopefully some good, maybe productive conversations will be happening. If she just tries to be super friendly and not push the entire mermaid alien situation, maybe it's gonna work out a little bit better than the last time, because we're already having some okay chats, and she is starting to be kind of friends with this human, at least that we know of, currently human in this group, and you're slightly getting better with this person. The last one just kind of went away somewhere, so yeah, they're going away, so I guess that we won't be talking to them. So with Lana, with the human, she does actually have good compatibility, and they are already friends, and she also sees her very attractive. That's so funny. But we do see that she's a protector of Sulani, so how does that work? Is she one of them or not? We haven't really seen any confirmation yet. And with Mariana, which we know is a different species of whatever that is, we need to figure it out. She's also in the protectors of Sulani, so that probably does mean something. We just have to figure it out. They're still acquaintances and they have bad compatibility. That's really unfortunate, but she also sees her as very attractive, and she does think that Mariana is annoying. I feel like Ginevra Ginevra is just kind of annoyed about the general like secrecy and vagueness of them, like what they are. But Mariana just thinks that Ginevra is funny. Maybe she just finds her interest in all of this kind of amusing. And the final one, Lorelei, that we haven't really talked to that much. We are just acquaintances, also very attractive, and Ginevra thinks that Lorelei is interesting, but Lorelei thinks that Ginevra is weird. So now we have the opposite dynamic where Ginevra is kind of intrigued by the entire situation, but she doesn't really like that Ginevra is interested. Maybe she just kind of wants to stay away. Makes sense because she also isn't in this conversation because she left. But at least things are working out with these two. So I feel like we're almost at the level where we could actually start talking about some more specific topics. Although Lana is also kind of going away, so we might have to focus on Mariana only. I love that she constantly wants to splash her. Maybe by splashing water on her, she's thinking that it's gonna activate her like different form. That's kind of messed up, honestly. That's a little rude, if anything. But it doesn't seem to be working, and it's just a playful thing, so I don't think that she's taking it wrong. Oh, she's talking about aliens. Are you actually bringing it up? Maybe she is trying to bring it up. Just start the conversation. Don't push it though. We don't know Mariana as much. Don't call her a monster. Don't ask her if she's like from a different planet. She doesn't seem that interested in the conversation yet. Yeah, they are losing a bit of friendship. I don't see Lana anywhere, so I feel like she left as well, so we're just left with Mariana. They are starting to lose friendship. It is like getting a little awkward. Maybe just try to give her like a compliment. Oh no, don't call her a dead fish. Alright, maybe we should just quit it and just leave her alone, because this was going kind of well, but you did start to mess things up. So let's just return back to the coast and try to do some more general exploring, because you can't really find out anything from them specifically, because although Mariana is still here, yeah, she is still here. She's not in her different form, and she doesn't really want to talk anymore, because I feel like Ginevra was starting to offend her. So let's do some independent research. She did just find a shell, so at least she's finding something. Maybe she's hoping to find some, I don't know, alien artifacts in the ground. Maybe see what's making Sims different in here. It is a bit of a reach, but maybe she found some research that is looking kind of helpful if she like looks deeper in the sand. I don't really know if it's gonna be too helpful, but at least she can give it a go. They actually are starting to come back. Lorelei is back as soon as Ginevra left, so I feel like she doesn't really want to be around Ginevra that much. Maybe she's just not as comfortable around strangers. So Ginevra is just gonna be keeping herself busy, but I am looking if there's anything interesting going on. So far not. Oh, we have Makoa here. I mean, we know that he's just a normal human, but do a friendly introduction, because I think that he was talking to Mariana last time, so maybe he knows something. I mean, surely he does, because he did see them in their like different forms and he wasn't freaking out, so I feel like he knows something. Maybe the locals do know all about them, so finding stuff out from the locals maybe is a good idea. So let's try to hang out with Makoa. She is feeling a little angry right now. Oh, she wants to insult him and everything. Maybe she's getting frustrated that he's not like immediately spilling all of the details. But let's try to do like a bit of gossip. Maybe just ask about, well, so far she just thinks that Lana is a human. She maybe isn't, maybe she is. We really don't know yet, so let's not involve Lana in this. But we could be asking about Mariana. He was talking to Mariana last time, so let's see if he's going to be saying anything about her. Oh, and Lana is back as well, so everyone's back on the beach as soon as Ginevra left them alone. And Makoa just thinks that Mariana is pretty cool. He does know her, but he doesn't want to say anything extra, and that is making Ginevra quite frustrated. So before she actually gets super angry at Makoa, I feel like we should just leave him alone. So I'll just have her go continue doing a bit of searching around and see what's happening on this island. I feel weird sending her out somewhere else while the species that she's investigating is literally out there, but she did try to communicate with them and it went like kind of good, kind of bad, so I don't want to push it. We want to stay friendly with them. So she just found this weird cave with some markings on it, and she kind of wants to go in and see if that's going to be of any use, because she did take a bit of a better look, and some of these shapes vaguely look like the things that she saw those creatures look like. They are kind of in similar shapes at least, so maybe this could offer some hints. A strange noise. Ginevra heard a strange sound echoing in the cave. She explored. Following the sound, Ginevra passed through a particularly tight passage before a new sound reached her ears. A loud screeching from above preceded something landing on Ginevra's shoulder. She's feeling a little bit embarrassed. After dropping her flashlight, Ginevra ran from the cave when multiple somethings brushed past her shoulder. So we're back in this dark, gloomy... Oh, hello. I was gonna say we're back to our dark, gloomy home, but Lana just followed her home. That's weird. Why is she here? She wasn't in her group or anything. That's actually really strange. Why is Lana here? I mean, inviting her over into this like scary dark house is probably not leaving the best impression, but it's all we have. So I guess if she does want to chat, this is all we can give her. But maybe we should go and like sit at the square, sit and chat here, see if Lana does want to say something to us, because I am a little confused why she follows Ginevra home. I feel like she is seeing that Ginevra is having good intentions and that she's genuinely just interested, but maybe not a lot of people are supposed to know about this, especially not people who are not from Solani. So I feel like we're kind of onto something with that. And she's finally telling her some kind of really exciting story, apparently. She is telling her that Ginevra is onto something. They are not aliens, they actually are mermaids, but she's not really supposed to know. But they were relatively comfortable around Ginevra yesterday when she did discover them accidentally. There is something about Ginevra, some kind of aura, maybe a bit dark, but still appealing to the occults, so they weren't really feeling too uncomfortable around her. But they are not really supposed to be telling people what they are, so it is a little bit tricky. But she just feels so bad that Ginevra is trying so hard, so she followed her home to let her know, despite her friends not really approving of it. But I guess that they will eventually come to terms with the fact that Ginevra knows. So it is confirmed that they are actually in fact not aliens, they are mermaids. So Ginevra did discover a brand new occult. Oh, but Lana is just deciding to leave. Okay, that's really unfortunate. Maybe she did just get kind of scared off by actually revealing all of this info to Ginevra. She really wanted to tell her, but now that she did, she's like, okay, we're mermaids, goodbye. So, alright, we'll find out more tomorrow. Bess. Wait, didn't I kill her? Wait, how's this possible? I swear I killed Bess when Ginevra was a vampire. How are you asking for donations? We had you as a prisoner. How are you alive? How? Wait, that's Bess. Okay, sure, Ginevra, have yourself a little meal, and then I think that you do need to actually contact that scientist and actually tell them that you did make a bit of a mistake and that actually, yeah, those are not aliens, so never mind, scrap that research if you started it, because that's actually something entirely different. And I'm not really sure if she's actually supposed to tell that scientist, because yeah, not many people are supposed to know this. Maybe the mermaids were right. Maybe telling Ginevra wasn't the best choice because she's just spreading the word. But okay, she does have to tell that scientist, and I will actually need to have you do another gig when it comes to paranormal investigations, because she's still trying to redeem herself to the humans and close up this portal that she accidentally opened. Oh, and Guidry is here just in time because Ginevra will have to go to work in about 20 minutes, so luckily he's here to actually look after Lilith. Hopefully that's gonna be going kind of well. But okay, now it's time to go and do that paranormal gig. Oh wow, we're back in the city again. Interesting. I don't know why the city's getting so infected. Well, to be fair, this apartment doesn't look that haunted. There's like a couple of specters around. I feel like she should work on making some offerings, and I do have ideas for that, but not right now. But that's something that should be on the agenda for her to start like making things, because asking them politely to leave most times doesn't really work, which is making things a lot more difficult here. I kind of want to get this over with relatively quickly, but let's try to just remove everything and then go home as soon as possible to continue working on all of our stuff that we need to do. So maybe just do like a little romantic, relaxing, luxurious poolside ceremony. Hopefully that's gonna be filling this pretty much until the end. Oh my god, Guidry just got married. Your man just got married to someone. This is actually like so bad. I don't even know how to react. I do need her to like finish doing stuff around here, but it's so hard to focus because Guidry literally just got married to someone. Mind you, he's at our house looking after their daughter, so why did he got married in the middle of that? I do not know. I feel like she's gonna be so angry when she finds out. He better have a good reason. Or at least she's having some good luck with the specters and she just finished this gig. So let's go home and deal with Guidry, I guess. Oh, her vampire friend was just at the house. I feel like she wanted to say hi, so that's pretty cool. We could show off our paranormal investigator badge, tell her that we're working on that now. Okay, she's leaving. I guess that she can't really stand to be around Ginevra for that long because she is human. But let's go into the house and deal with Guidry. See if he's even here, or did he just leave your daughter to be alone and go like get married to someone? But also at the same time, I did forget that we do also need to contact the aliens and leave an offering here. I mean, look, to be fair, it's not like these two are official at all. There's literally nothing here about them dating. But why would he go and marry someone? That's so strange. I feel like, if anything, he was more into Ginevra than she was into him. Well, we can't do anything about Guidry right now because she can't invite him over unless he just comes in here. So let's try to be productive and do something good for our alien research, and maybe just notify that scientist, because she did say like something really briefly, but now go on the PC and do that properly and notify that scientist that whatever she just, you know, discovered, those like aquatic aliens, that actually wasn't it. And I did say that she shouldn't be telling everyone about the mermaids, and she's going to be respecting that, so she's not going to be telling the scientist what actually did happen. She's just going to say that she was wrong and those are not aliens, so like don't include that in your official research. There's nothing to be researching there. And the scientist seems friendly enough, and they actually are kind of agreeing to meet up with Ginevra and have a bit of talk in person, because they do seem to be having very similar interests. So who knows, maybe they could be helping each other out with all of the research. But she is getting tired, so I have to send her to her coffin to go to sleep for at least a couple of hours before she can continue doing all of the research. Oh no, she's waking up super dazed and super stinky. Oh, thinking about Nancy. You want to be disliked by Nancy though. Well, that actually did remind me though that we do kind of have to send maybe a little message to Nancy at least. Try to be on good terms with her, try to apologize, make it up to her. So although she definitely doesn't want to chat with Ginevra, we could try giving her a call just to see how she's doing. Did she get her life back together after everything? Oh, Ryu is at the door. Hi, we do need to be talking. Oh my god, you are burning up. I need to invite you immediately. Hang up on Nancy. I'm sure that you're not having a great chat anyway. But you are a friend, but we need to save your life basically. Just come into the house, please. Oh, she will pee herself. Maybe you can put the fire out with that. Like, chat with him and everything, sure, but maybe just do that like inside. He's one of the few vampires that's actually kind of like visiting and everything. I always found him to be a little bit more gentle, I think, so he's probably not as disturbed to be around Ginevra now that she is human again, so I feel like we should be hanging out with him a little bit more. Oh no, why is she so dirty and stinky? Did she pee herself on the way to the bathroom? Ew. But anyway, you could be telling him all about the progress that you're making now that you're not all like thirsty for plasma, and tell him that you're working on some interesting stuff, at least kind of vaguely, because you can't really talk about the mermaid thing, but you could at least say that you're making some research with the aliens, which is really exciting. I'm pretty sure that these are some kind of like island spirits, so maybe after she met the mermaids, some of these spirits followed her home. Oh, speaking of the mermaids, I mean, sure, go for it. It's not really my responsibility. I don't think that Ginevra's advice when it comes to love life would be quite good, especially, oh, you know what, actually, she did kind of get hurt by Guidry now. She's not really feeling that hurt, but it is still like a bit of a betrayal, isn't it? So I think that she's feeling a bit bitter about love, so I don't think it's a good idea. It's probably not going to be ending well for you, so like, no, just don't go for it. But Ginevra does seem pretty much ready to go, and we have a babysitter all set, so I feel like we can go. And I guess inviting that scientist to our house probably wouldn't be best for building trust, because it is a bit of a scary house. Even Lana didn't really feel that comfortable chatting in here, so maybe we should go somewhere a bit more neutral. I'm kind of thinking this library in Brightchester, she went here when she was researching all of the vampire stuff, so she at least knows that this place is like kind of nice. Whoa, wait a minute. Hey Ginevra, it's me, Vlad. Do you want to go out on a date? Pardon, cowboy? What are you? No, go back to Chestnut Ridge to your wife. What are you? Oh my god, I'm so confused. It's not like they have romance or anything, ever. I'm so confused. I literally don't know how to react. No, thank you. But anyway, here we are with the scientist that Ginevra arranged a meeting with. So let's start a little conversation. And if you've been watching my channel for a bit, or if you watch some of my older content, this is a very familiar face to you. This is Mentina Berry. She's my generation 1 of Not So Very that I haven't played in a while. But I thought that should be a very interesting connection here for what Ginevra is after. So let's see what Mentina has to say, because she has quite a bit of alien experience. Mentina is feeling very tense, so hopefully that doesn't mean that she doesn't trust Ginevra, but she does kind of have to be very picky about who she does this research with, because aliens are not very common knowledge in sim worlds. It is starting to be common knowledge where Mentina lives, because she does have alien children who she did all of the research on, and she did publish a couple of books books which Ginevra read, so that's how they got in contact, but they're not as common knowledge everywhere. So it is still a bit of a tricky topic, so she does have to see if she even wants to trust Ginevra with everything, especially because her children are involved. Not directly, it's not like she really wants to do more experiments on them, but it is, you know, their species in question. And Ginevra is telling her that she's just deeply fascinated ever since she was abducted. I'm sure that she would be staying quiet about the fact that she did kill an alien when she was a vampire. Let's not tell that to anyone, especially not Mentina. But it looks like these two are actually having a very good conversation, and Mentina is taking some notes. So we're talking a little bit more about all of Mentina's experiences and experiments. She is saying that she had actually 2 alien children herself, but she did spend most of their life experimenting with them and with all their needs and with their experiences. And now that they are getting quite a bit older, they're almost adults and teenagers, she wants to exclude them from the research, so she's not really willing to introduce them to Ginevra. But if Ginevra is really serious about helping her out, she would want to be willing to include Ginevra in her team of research, because not a lot of scientists are quite willing to actually get involved with all of the alien stuff, because it is still really new, unfamiliar, potentially dangerous. Not many people want to risk it, but Ginevra really seems to be keen on it, and she did just learn that Mentina is specifically an extraterrestrial explorer, so she wants to be on that path as well. Not necessarily officially a scientist, but she wants to be teaming up with Mentina to learn more, discover more, see everything that they could learn. It looks like Mentina definitely agrees that adding Ginevra to her team would be beneficial, because again, there are not many people who are willing to risk it, and Ginevra seems like she's really willing to dedicate pretty much her life to this quest. Although she is also dealing with all of the ghost things and other occults, that's not something that she's really willing to tell to Mentina, because that's really none of her business. But Ginevra is definitely really keen on this. Mentina did ask something about vampires right now. Maybe she is asking, well, you did say that you're from Forgotten Hollow. I heard some rumors about that. But Ginevra is just, nope, doesn't want to discuss it. But she is asking more about the alien stuff. Where could we find them? How do we summon them a bit more? I had no luck with the satellite dish. And if I want to do more research, I guess that we need to be in touch with them. So how did you do that before? And well, it was a little bit different from Mentina, because she just had a little bit more luck because of the nature of her work. She just had a bit more expertise to reach them. So it's more of a just equipment question. Although Ginevra has that satellite dish, maybe it's also location based. Who knows? Maybe they're just not really as common above Forgotten Hollow, because I mean, it is forgotten, you know. If they team up and they compare all of their notes and research and equipment and share all of that, maybe it will be a little bit on a grander scale. So they are doing just that now. She's telling her about everything that she's seen that one time when she was abducted, and she's talking about all of her experiences. I feel like they're doing kind of well. They're both really confident, and she likes homebody sims. Okay, I guess that she just likes whatever quality Mentina has, so I'm gonna agree to that. So it looks like these two are teaming up really well. Oh my god, did she just try to flirt with her? I don't think so, but still, that was a little awkward. So let's try to strictly keep to work. But Mentina is telling her that if she does want to actually help her with stuff, she's gonna give her something that is extremely valuable, and Ginevra needs to keep it first of all secret, but also really well taken care of and take things very seriously. But look at it when you're home. So I'm gonna leave now, and let's pretend like this conversation never happened. So we are home now, and she just remembered that she hasn't called her mermaid friend, the mermaid contact today at all. So she's calling Lana just to kind of check in with her, so they kind of stay in touch and stay friends, just to be sure that we can continue that research as well. But we really just didn't have time for it today, because right now we also need to see what Mentina gave her, because it seemed really important. So we'll just go at the back of the house to our satellite dish and take this out. It seems really big, really scary. What is this thing? Let's explore. We can test some environments or attempt contact or calibrate it. Let's try that. It definitely seems the least intimidating, but this machine seems like it's a really big deal. Oh no, and Guidry is coming to check it out. Guidry, I cannot be dealing with you right now, although I kind of do need to, because what the hell was that? So, are you being a little bit unfaithful? What's up with you and Minerva? How dare you do something like that? Although she's still giving him a hug, she did go through a lot today, a lot of very stressful, very secretive things, so she needs some support. But she does need to ask, what did you do the other night? right? You left our child alone, but no, you're worrying about nothing. We're just friends. Why are you married then? That is bizarre. But let's leave him alone and focus on our mission, because that's more important right now. Because whatever this device does, it seems like it's going to be extremely helpful to research aliens further. We need to be staying in close touch with Mentina, still keeping everything super secret and private, just like the mermaid thing. So Ginevra is really just being an agent and an investigator on all different sides. So she's getting herself into some really serious topics, but this seems like she's made really, really good progress. But if you want to see what happens with this, if they're going to be making more discoveries about aliens or about mermaids or about anything else, she just has so much going on, click right here for the next episode. And if the next episode is not out yet, here is something to watch while you wait. See you there!